This tutorial introduces functions with parameters. The previous examples had functions that had no parameters. They were just functions that were just running blocks of code when called. This is a bit more complex. We're calling the function and we're passing parameters to the function, and then the operations that take place inside the function use those parameters. So if we look at this, we've got void draw, background, and then two orb functions that we've created. So we've written a function called orb, and in it, it's a void function, meaning it's not returning any values, but it does have 4 variables, and these are 4 pieces of data that it's expected in order to run the function. And without them, it won't run. So it's looking for an int, which is the diameter, an int, which is the x position, an int, which is the y position, and a float, which is the hue. And so here we can see in this first instance, we're setting the diameter at 20, the x position at 100, 100, and the float of hue at 185. This one, the diameter is 35. Let's make it bigger just for fun. The x position, let's make it 250. Y position 250. Let's make it red. And so what this does is passes these values here, and then they are applied here. So when it calls this function, it's running this function with these values inside of the variables. So you can see the benefit of this, whereas before, if you wanted to have three different ellipses that are 3 different colors and 3 different positions, you would have to write at least 6 lines of code. Now you've done it with just 3 that are repeated over and over and over again. So you could have as many of these as you want in as many different positions as you want. So if we run this, we can see we get that outcome. So let's just illustrate a bit more. So we'll just copy and paste this, and we'll change the values 200, 350, 400, 450, 150. So we very quickly created 4 new instances of the ellipse, and so now we've got them in 6 different positions, and we didn't change the colors. That would be easy enough. Just say, 200, 30, 70, 235. Then we run it. Alright, so now we're getting multiple different colors. They're all in different positions. And so you can see the value of this, that this is doing all of the location modification work for you, and you don't have to constantly write looping code. One of the things that we're doing here, which you wouldn't normally do unless this was just a fixed drawing, is have all these hard-coded values inside of the draw loop. But we'll get to that. So there you go. That's it.